Hello, my name is James Kent. I'm here today with my wife,
Yalina.
and we are here today to talk about a suburb, an area that you can live outside of Panama City that is very green, very beautiful area. It's the Clayton former Army base. 4 miles from the Albrook Mall, you're 3 miles from the Albrook Airport. There is shopping, parks, there's restaurants, there's many things that you can do in this area. It is a beautiful area. You're very close to the Panama Canal. Let's go take a look at it.
Let's go.
As I mentioned, Clayton is the former U.S. Army installation here in Panama. It was the home of the 543rd Military Police Unit, as well as the radio and television station. In 1999, all of the troops were pulled out, completely out of Panama. This is one of the last places they were taken from. And they decided to do something with the buildings. There's 2,200 buildings, that's buildings and houses in the Clayton area. So they decided to turn it into what is now known as the City of Knowledge. Florida State University has a campus here. There's Balboa Academy. There's many schools here that you can send children, from small children all the way up to college, to go to. They have dormitories. We have exchange students that come here. UNICEF is here. The Peace Corps has their headquarters here. COPA has their simulator training and stewardess training school here. It truly is the City of Knowledge. In this area where we are is where all the schools and everything is. But in the back section is a residential area that we'll be looking at. The population here is around 3,000 people that live here. The majority of the people leave here at the end of the day when they're done working. So it's a very quiet, beautiful area to live. They have public transportation. You can take a bus to a bus terminal that's right by the entrance. You can take that bus to the Albrook Mall. Once you get to the Albrook Mall, you have the metro station, you have the bus station, taxis. You can take the bus from here to Albrook for 65 cents and then get on the train and you can go to the airport for 50 cents. So you can make it there, and it runs from 4 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. What is the vibe like living here in Clayton? As you saw, there's many buildings here that have schools, as I mentioned, and there's organizations that are here. But as in all little cities, at night, they all go home, they all leave, the place is closed, so it is very quiet here at night. It's very peaceful, especially when you get into the residential areas. What they do for recreation here a lot is they come down to the parade grounds where they have sports, they have teams playing, they have concerts, they have theater productions here. A lot of expats will come down and sit out and have a little picnic out here at night, and there's a very strong expat community. As I mentioned, there's 3,000 residents that live here. Probably almost half of them are expats. You have a good community here, a good base. It's built on the style of a U.S. suburb, so it'll feel very comfortable for you, but also very peaceful and very safe. What is the weather like living in Clayton? Clayton is very close to Panama City, so you're going to be living in a tropical climate. The rainy season in Clayton runs from May to December. You will get some heavy rain, tropical storms, not every day, but they will come in. The dry season, which is summer, will run from December to May. This beautiful rain and the beautiful sun will allow you the green grass and the beautiful trees year-round. Shopping in Clayton. Although there's no large stores here, there are many small and medium stores that you can find your everyday needs. But if you want to do some serious shopping, the Albrook Mall is 4 miles down the road. The Albrook Mall is one of the largest malls in Latin America. It has 700 stores. And it's right also next to the Albrook Terminal. So you can take a bus here for 65 cents, do your shopping, and take the bus back here. Or you can jump on the metro and go to one of the thousands of stores within the city. On the way also, there is a Reba Smith you can stop at. There's a Super Carne, which is a fantastic, similar to an American grocery store that has a lot of American products. It has a coffee shop inside the supermarket. And then you continue on and you're another mile or two and you're at the mall. So if you're living here in Clayton on the base, you need to get a few items such as milk and other items and some wine or something. There's many stores here, so you don't have to go running out. But if you want to go do your shopping, there's some great stores within 5 miles. Dining in Clayton. There are good restaurants here for very good American food, Asian food, sushi. There's a brew pub. There's a lot of places to eat. But because there's only 3,000 people living here, you're not going to find the upper scale restaurants or the fruit stands or the places like that. There are some La Fondas, small truck restaurants out on the parade grounds that are running. But to do your better dining, you just need to go down to the mall. It's 4 miles away. There is public transportation here in Clayton. You have the bus terminal that I'm standing in right now. And from here, you can take the Albrook bus. It'll take you right to the Albrook Mall, where you can do your shopping and other items you need to do. You have to get a card at the Albrook bus terminal. Use the card at 65 cents. If you're not into taking a bus, there is Uber, there is InDrive, and there are some taxis here that you can take to do that shopping. If you do want to get a vehicle or have a vehicle, it'll open up a lot more options for you for traveling. If you're an active person who loves sports, you're going to love living in Clayton. You have volleyball courts, you have soccer, you have baseball, you have a tennis court over here where they teach lessons on playing tennis. At night, this area that we're standing in right now is just filled with people playing sports, sitting around, relaxing, communicating, having a community. If you live in one of the high rises that they have here in Clayton, you will have a pool, you'll have a gym on the premises, but there's also a gymnasium here. If you don't, you can come and join a beautiful gym. It's $32 a month membership or $4 every time you go there. If you're a student here, you get to go for free. There's also, like I mentioned, there's libraries here, there's schools. But if you're really into the sports, if you really like to just be around the activity, this is a great place to live. If you're a little more adventurous and you want to have family come here to visit, and you want to take them out to a lot of the sights to see, there are golf courses you can go to. The Toucan Golf Course is very close by. There is the Panama Canal across the street. The Panama Railroad's only a few miles on the street that will take you up to Cologne and back. If you want to take one of the cruises or the Monkey Island tour, that goes right by the front, and you can just step on the bus. The Metropolitan Nature Center is close by. The Sloth Sanctuary is close by. So you have no problem finding things to do. So when you move down to Clayton and to Panama, it's the beginning of the adventure. Renting in Clayton. There are unique buildings in Clayton which lead to unique opportunities and choices for renting. A lot of the barracks were turned into 4 apartments, the large barracks. And speaking to my realtor expert, Yalina, they start like from 900 and up, correct?
No, correct.
That's for 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. Then the larger buildings, houses that turn into duplexes. So you rent one side, that'd be like 14 and up. If you wanted to rent an entire house, you're looking at 2,500, 2,000 and up, correct?
Correct.
There are some brand new, beautiful high-rise buildings here. You can rent a beautiful 3-bedroom furnished, swimming pools, gym, everything for $2,000 a month and less. There's just so many ways, places you can rent as apartments, duplexes. You can buy a house. They start like $300,000 to 7.
Yes.
We saw one for $700,000, had 8 bedrooms. So there's a lot of places here. And as you see in the film, all these amenities that you see, you are entitled to use all those as a resident here in Clayton. What is included in the rent if you do decide to rent here? Well, as in Panama City and areas around, your electricity is not included and your cable and internet is not included. Usually your internet will run you $70 a month. Your electricity, depending on how often you use your air conditioning, will run you $150, $125 a month. If you are pensionado, you get the Hoopalaro discount of 25% off your electric bill. If you rent a house, your gas, well, you'll have to pay for that. But if you rent an apartment, your gas will be included, your water is included,
Yes.
trash, maintenance. The only thing you have to pay is your electric and your cable. Because Clayton is a former military base, all of your businesses, your schools are down in what we call like the parade grounds. So all your residential areas are away from all that. So all you have out here is houses. There's no stores. It is very, very quiet, very peaceful because you're away from all that noise. You're away from the road. You're away from everything. It's very quiet and very, very safe. So if you want to live in a gated community, there is 2 really good ones here. There's the Embassy Suites and Embassy Gardens, which is right up the street from the U.S. Embassy. That is one of the other benefits here in Clayton is you're within 2 or 3 miles of the U.S. Embassy if you need to go there. These are upper-end apartments with fantastic clubhouses, the amenities, and you can, 2-bedroom we saw there for rent, furnished would run you around $2,200 a month. For medical care in Clayton, which is a very important question to all of us, there is an urgency center down by La Plaza here in Clayton that you can go to during the day if you have issues. There's also a public hospital up on the hill. And not far away from here is the Santa Fe Hospital that the PRT has a deal with, a arrangement where you can get insurance through the hospital. Was it 10-15 minutes to about 10-15 minutes to Santa Fe Hospital from here. So medical help is not that far away, and it is affordable as it is in Panama. Another great important thing too is there's a veterinary clinic here on the grounds for your little fur babies. So if you need medical help for your dogs or your animals, you can bring them in. And as you saw, there's many open spaces here for dogs. Panama loves dogs. You have lots of places for them to run and to do things. And if you do need care for them, it's also here in Clayton. One of the biggest questions that people ask PRT about relocating to Panama is Panama safe? Clayton has very, very serious view of their security because of the military aspect of it. Also, there's UNICEF here, there's colleges, there's schools. There's a very strong security presence here in Clayton. I would have no qualms whatsoever about going out walking at night, walking by myself, because there's always a safe feel about living here. So, if you decide maybe Clayton is for you, there are Airbnbs here in Clayton that you can stay at. There's not a lot of them, but there are some that are available. There is also a great Holiday Inn right by the entrance across from the canal. So if you decide that let's go down there for a week, let's check it out, see if it's going to work for us, learn the bus routes, go to the mall, go to the canal, it's right across the street. So it's always a good idea to check out and make sure you like it before you move in there and rent. So I hope you enjoyed the video today about Clayton. I know we enjoyed making it, right?
Yes, very nice.
So from me, Jim, and from Yalina, we want to say thank you. And the most important thing I want to stress to you is PRT is more than just a company that's going to help you move down here. You have a PRT support group. You have a website. You can talk to each other. We have get-togethers. It's not just a company. It's almost like a family. And I meet people all the time who say, I was on tour number 227. I was on tour 247. It's like a club. And there's always a support group to help you. So if you decide to move to Clayton, Boquete, wherever you want to go, there are people there to help you. And Yalina is also very good at helping out. If you have any issues with Spanish or anything, how to run through the bureaucracy of Panama, Yalina is very good at helping you with that. So use the guide, the people who are in the guides. Jackie recommends people to use those people. It'll make life a lot easier for you. So, as they say in Panama, ciao.